Well, John Allen is a councillor for Thurrock Independence who's been fighting for answers, and he joined me earlier.
I think the topic of air quality is of concern to most. Certainly residents here in Tilbury, which I represent, and Thurrock as a wider area. And of course it's an issue nationwide, isn't it? But Tilbury seems to be getting quite a lot of dirt and dust pollution as such. We've got residents down there that's, conscious of keeping, their things clean and tidy. They're wiping their windowsills and garden furniture daily and wiping off like a very dark, sooty sort of substance from all their belongings.
Where's it coming from?
Well, that's a good question. I would certainly like to know. Obviously, Tilbury's in close proximity to a working docks. Docks has been there for 135 years. There's a lot of companies within the dock that go about their business. I mean, there's aggregate companies in there. There's a cement company. There's a scrap metal company. There's a bulk terminal in there. There's also a biomass plant as well. So there's lots of companies in there that could be contributing to dirt and dust pollution in the area.
Are they being regulated?
I do believe that EA, the Environmental Agency, do regulate some of the businesses in there. And there's also Port Health that keep an eye on, the discharging of ships and so on. So they are being regulated as such, but question is, are they being regulated stringent enough to, protect the residents around the port?
Because there have been some people saying this is affecting their lives. This is affecting not only their windowsills but also their lungs.
Yeah, it could well be. I mean, we don't know what kind of health impact it's having locally, but let's get one thing right. It's not good to inhale a foreign body as such, a foreign substance, dirt and dust. It's got to have some kind of detrimental effect on health.
What stories are you hearing, John?
Well, just residents getting in contact and saying like they've had enough. It's just all on their windowsills. It's getting inside their houses. I mean, some people are saying that they can't even have their windows open because it's coming inside their house. As we know, there's respiratory problems are on the increase. I've got some residents down there that suffer with asthma, COPD and so on. And, they're very concerned of the dirt and dust that's in the air.
I suppose that if you live near a docks, you'd expect a certain amount of dust and maybe a bit of noise and so on and so forth. But has this been getting worse with this?
Well, I think it's been recognised as, over the last sort of 5 years at least, that it's noticeably getting worse, yeah.
What about new developments being, that are close, that are going on? We know there are developments going on all over the county, but are there any developments in the area that I know that, if you even have plastering done, I had plastering done, crikey, the whole house for about 2 weeks was covered in dust. But is something like that going on, do we know?
Well, I'm glad you've brought that up, Sadie, because there is lots of things happening in and around the borough. I mean, we've got the demolition of the old power station in Tilbury that's taking place, so that could well be contributing to more dirt and dust pollution in the area. There's lots of things happening. I mean, Thurrock is growing at the rate of knots. We've got both industry growing and also residential developments growing in the area. Our current administration has just come out with a local plan over the next 2 decades, which we're going to see the building of 32,000 new homes, which could well raise the population of Thurrock from around, I think we sit around 163,000 people at the moment, but that could well take us over 250,000 people. You've got Tilbury as the port that's, as I indicated, has been working for 135 years. You've got DP World, which is a deep water port just down the river towards the estuary a little bit more in Corriton. I mean, that's only a third in swing at the moment, and that's going to be generating huge amounts of movements once that's in full swing. And I must tell you as well, we've got the threat of Highways England's Lower Thames Crossing that's hovering over us as well, which, that could very well have a detrimental effect on people's health in the area.
What are you doing at the moment for your independent party? I mean, what are you doing? Who are you speaking to?
Mainly engaging with residents and seeing how they feel about it all. But we do have an MP that is what can I say? That's very much for big business, but I'm not so sure whether she's for the people over the business. It's one of those sore subjects to touch on, you know.
Do you think that Tilbury is left on its own?
So many people have said it. So many residents have said that Tilbury is the town that they forgot.